Welcome back with another episode with Friend with Dream. I'm your host Terry,
I'm Jean Marie.
and today we have an special guest from Grand Rapids, a rising star in the fashion industry, in the soccer and an MMA, the one and only Eden Fofana. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's awesome to be here. It's a pleasure to be here. I seen what you guys been doing on social media, and I'm glad I'm part of this, and I'm excited to see what you guys got for me today.
Uh,
Fantastic.
I've been a really big fan of your work. So, like, when you were starting to make the content, how did you pick your niche?
Yeah. That is a great question. Honestly, when I started making content, I didn't really know if I was going to be good at, like making fashion content, all of that. And one thing that was really afraid of when I first started making content were people judging me, especially my own people. Like, I was afraid to make content and express myself because I feel like people out there was gonna be judging me, putting negative stuff out there, And one day I just, I realized my girlfriend came up to me. She was like, "We should do a photo shoot," and I remember I told her, "No, I'm not gonna be good at fashion and all of that." I told her it's not image. I'm not good at it, and she convinced me. She did. So we went and did that photo shoot right on Cherry Street in Grand Rapids, up there.
A
So
beautiful street.
it is. It's very beautiful. Yes, I'll recommend you guys. Maybe it's something you can do a podcast there as well. The view is incredible there. So we went there, and she basically just told me to post, however I wanted to be, for me to express myself, to be comfortable, and I did that. I was not really confident in myself at all. I was not confident that I knew what I was doing, and something just told me to keep doing it. So I did that, right? And after a couple of days, she showed me the video, and I was like, "No, this is not me." I thought right away. I was like, "This is not me." She goes, "No, that's you." And honestly, from there to now, the rest is history. I just keep on doing it, and with life, if you keep doing something every day, you get better, and that's what happened with me.
That's true. Hey, I like how Jean-Marie started the podcast. He's straight to the point. He's the
Absolutely.
mind of this podcast. I like how straight he is, always going forward.
Yep.
And like he said, with his like journey so far, I have known him like 10 years now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
about 10, 11 years. Yes.
yeah, we have been playing soccer together, all that, and he's a huge soccer fan, and
Yes.
he's a. I mean, I'm not spoiling it. I'm gonna let him talk about it, and him loving MMA. That's one of the great thing about him. He's a very active guy. He plays soccer, always at the gym, and I want to know more about your MMA and why MMA plus soccer plus uh, modeling, because those are three different distinctive
Yeah.
industry. It's interesting that one person is thriving on it, because I see on the social media.
Yep.
That's one of the reason we want to invite people who are just starting and want to grow and want to put West Michigan on the map. And so
Absolutely.
that's why you're here. So like, can you help us understand how you trying to work in those three different industry?
Yeah. First, I will start with MMA. MMA. You gotta understand this, man. Like, growing up in Africa, almost every African kid growing up playing soccer,
That's true.
And when I came here in 2016, and I was very aggressive. I was, I used to play soccer aggressively. Like, I just used to run, and I feel like I was a superhero. And yeah, and randomly, I started watching UFC on YouTube, like highlights and all of that. And I didn't even know it was like a real sport at all. I didn't know. I thought these guys were just like beating, the crap out of each other.
Mhm.
Then I fall in love with the sport. So one of my friend, we went to school together. We went to high school together, and he used to be a wrestler.
Okay.
He was a huge wrestler, and when I was a freshman, sophomore in school, I always have confidence. Like, I can take on this person, I can take on this that. I was not a wrestler, so one day I went in the wrestling room after high school. Because this guy always used to talk about, "Oh, dude, I'm a wrestler. I can take you down. I can do this. I can do that." Right? And he was a really good wrestler. To be fair, he was. He was one of the top tier. He was one of the, if not the best in the state. He was. He was really good. So I challenged myself and I went against this guy. And in high school, I probably weighed about 150 pounds. So he was a little bit bigger than me, you know. And I went 3 rounds with this kid, and if I tell you he didn't take me down a single time, and that just gave me confidence. Like, hey, I'm not a wrestler.
That's the
I've
African power.
never ever wrestled in my life. And I took this kid in front of everybody, and from that moment, I fall in love with the sport. Then after a couple years, I started training MMA actually, at gym about I can't remember what it's called, but it's on Kalamazoo. Then crazy story, my coach he didn't believe in me. Yeah, we had this training section. He had the pad next to his nose, right? So before I kicked it, I told him, I'm gonna kick you in the nose, like I'm gonna break your nose. And he told me do it, like you ain't gonna touch my nose. And I kicked him, I broke his nose. I did.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy story, and I broke his nose. And
Sometimes you just have to learn the hard way.
absolutely. And I warned him. I told him, I was like, hey, if I kick that, I'm gonna probably kick your nose. And that's exactly what happened. And I kicked him in the nose. And I just been, fall in love with the sport. The main reason I would say I didn't really pursue with MMA career, for me, it was mostly like a hobby. It was never like, I want to be like an MMA fighter, like a pro fighter and all of that. No, never. It was never like that. It was just like, I want to be like strong, because you got to understand this, man. When people see fashion guys, like, oh, they just feel like, oh, these guys are just fashion. They just, they just love to do modeling and all of that. They were not that strong, And also, the most important thing is, our kids in the future. They got to learn how to actually throw hands. They got to be strong physically, mentally, and spiritually.
That's true.
Yeah, a lot of kids in our generation we like rap.
Yes,
We
yes.
get offended way too much.
Yes, absolutely. And people are getting way too comfortable in this generation. I'm gonna be a father someday, and I don't want my kid to be any weak link. No, it's not gonna happen. And obviously, my kid's gonna do what they want to do, like whatever sport they want to play, they're gonna play it. But with me being a dad, I'm gonna give them advice. Hey, if you do MMA, this will be good for you. I'm a huge soccer fan.
You're a dad?
Not yet. I said if with me being a dad, just in case.
I want to say, yo, my little brother have a kid. I don't know about it.
No.
Okay.
No, if I have a kid, you will be invited to the baby shower. Yes.
That's fantastic.
I don't have a kid right now.
Are you married or no?
No, I'm not married. No, not yet. But in the future, I will be married. Yes.
Like 2 to 3 years.
Yes.
Wow.
And with soccer, soccer has always been love since I was born. And I told people ask me why I'm a Chelsea fan, and I tell people this. I says,
Blues.
blue is always the color, and I've
Yes,
always been
sir.
a Chelsea fan. I told people, I says, since I was born, since I was in my mom's stomach, I was a blue baby. I told them, and my blood. You might think this is crazy, but I have a blue blood. I don't have a red blood. I have a blue blood.
I think there's a fun fact that when blood that is inside of your body is blue, but when it comes out of your body is red. But I don't know if that's like a fact, but the blood inside your body is different than the blood that comes outside of your body.
That is actually true. I'm not a scientific guy. I
I'm
like
not
to
a
talk
scientist.
about politics or
Yep.
like I'm supposed to be a lawyer. I'm a failed lawyer. So I don't like science because you have to work too much to know what is
Yeah.
going on. But I heard that what he was talking about. If your blood inside is blue, when you come out is black. But
Okay.
you see the red. But like that's how they say. I
No,
don't know. The doctor
no,
said,
no,
"Hey, I want
I
a
mean-
good doctor, bro." Like yo, it's great.
No, I was saying that the blood inside of your body
Uh-huh.
is blue, but when it comes out, it's red.
Yeah,
That's cool.
that makes sense. But in my mind, I have a blue
We're
blood.
losing track here, people.
I
We were
don't know.
talking about Chelsea Football Club.
I don't know if that's true,
Uh-huh.
but bring it back to the blue baby. You probably, no, man.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Obviously, all human has red blood, but because
Yeah.
I'm a huge Chelsea fan, you might come in diluted. That's fine. You can come in delusional or diluted.
Let
With
us
me
live in a
being
blue
Chelsea
land.
fan, I am a blue baby, and I will always be a blue baby, and I have a blue blood.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
I'm a huge Chelsea fan.
Why did you become a Chelsea fan?
Why did I become a Chelsea fan?
Oh,
How?
Yeah.
Uh, well, growing up, my favorite Chelsea players was Frank Lampard,
Super Frankie.
Super Frank. And when I was younger, my uncle he always used to come up to me because I used to play soccer back home in Africa. I used to play for my school there, and I was one of the key players there. So I didn't really have money to go and watch the game. So he would come every Saturday or every Sunday to pick me up, and we'll go watch the game together in the video club. That's how we call it back home, in the video club.
You know that I was thinking wrong about you about that because I thought Eden is a rhyme with Eden Hazard, right? I thought that's why I thought
No,
because you
no,
love
no,
Eden
no, no,
Hazard
no, no,
or
no, no.
something. Because I know there is you guys can see it, but we have a
Yep.
cameraman sitting out there. He's a plastic fan. He's a City fan.
Yeah,
And he
all
loves-
your money fan. Yep. Yep. City fan don't count.
Real fan.
Yeah.
Nah,
So
nah.
yeah, like talking about soccer, like we're a huge fan of soccer.
Absolutely.
Here, over here, like he's a Barcelona fan, I think.
Oh, Barca.
I like
Oh.
Real Madrid.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Okay.
That's
How did I
David.
get that wrong?
That's
Yeah,
David.
Terry,
Your
come
boy is a
on,
Barcelona
Terry.
fan.
Yeah.
How do you get Real Madrid and Barcelona run, Terry?
I mean, his brother is a huge Barcelona
Yeah,
fan. Just
you-
assume maybe
gotta
in the family
understand.
they're all Barcelona fans.
Us Chelsea fans, we don't do well with Barcelona fans. We don't.
Man, yeah, the
That's
2009.
2009. Yup. I was
you
gonna get
remember
back to that. Yup.
So yeah,
There's a storyline behind the 2009 fight. I will tell you that.
Wait, was it the Messi and Ronaldo game
well,
in 2009?
yeah, between no, they didn't play
No,
2009.
Real Madrid and Barcelona, and I believe at that time Messi and Ronaldo were playing. Well, Messi was playing for Barcelona,
Mhm.
and Ronaldo was playing for Real Madrid.
Yeah, they played against each other like for 9 years because Ronaldo
Yes.
spent 9 years in Spain,
Yep.
and then he moved from Premier League to the La Liga in 2009.
Yeah,
So
Ronaldo
his
is the
last
goat.
game, his last game was against. They lose the final against Barcelona, right? In
Ronaldo?
2009, Manchester lost the
Yeah,
final.
United
against-
lost to Barcelona.
Yeah,
yes.
so like, that was their last game when he was in the Premier League. Let's get back to the topic because
Yeah.
this is why I love soccer, right?
Yep.
That's the only topic you can talk hours
For
about it
hours,
and
yep.
without saying anything.
No.
I think you have a question about the World Cup. We just finished the World Cup.
The World Cup. Okay.
Yeah, so like I don't know, like yeah, he was asking me about it.
What was your favorite World Cup game? And what team did you want to win?
What team did I want to win?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a great question. I was supporting Belgium, but deep down,
The Diable Rouge, huh?
I know they weren't gonna win it. But my heart wanted Ronaldo to
What?
win
You
the World Cup.
failed. Why didn't? Yeah.
Because if realistically, if we're being honest, yes, soccer is a very unpredictable sport. Absolutely, we saw a lot of unpredictable movement in the World Cup,
Keep
know?
Corruption.
Yep.
Corruption.
and I just didn't think Belgium was going to go all the way. They did really well. They surprised me, but I wanted Portugal to win it. I wanted Ronaldo to win it the last time.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are 7 team
Yep.
over here. So like, if you're a Messi fan, comment below. Let us know why you pick Messi over Ronaldo.
Alright.
Ronaldo is the goat.
Yeah.